Music is all about context. For example, take the note A. That one single note can have a completely different feel in different musical settings. You can hear that the note changes character based on its position within each chord. If you were to simplify things and just play the roots of each chord, the effect remains the same. This is what's missing from your practice. The reason why each mode inevitably just sounds like the major scale. You're not giving your melodies and scale work the context they require. So what is the missing piece of your practice? It is to play with a drone. A drone is a constant sustained or repeating note that will establish a tonality or a foundation upon which you build your music. This is something you've probably already heard in the Scottish bagpipes or even the tanpura in Indian music. Now why, you may ask, is a drone so valuable for your music practice? Reason one, it grounds your ear. A note by itself is simply a note, but put a drone beneath it and an interval is created, and with that, a particular feeling or emotion. And this is a massive help when it comes to the study of such things like modes. You'll now be able to hear those characteristic sounds of each mode that you've been told about but perhaps struggle to hear in your own playing. Reason number two, you choose the chords. No more chord changes or progressions to navigate, no more worries about what key you're supposed to be in. Using a drone, it allows you to readily switch between major and minor sounds, and bizarrely, the sound of the drone also seems to take on those happy or sad qualities. And reason number three, harmonic explorations. Perhaps my favorite thing to do when working with a drone is to play through triads and other chord shapes from a chosen key. Doing so over a drone will create slash chord progressions, something more common to piano players. Tips for a drone practice. Firstly, decide upon your chosen tonality or root of the day. Ideally be alternating this with every practice session. I have a drone download pack available for all root notes over on Patreon, or you can source these with a search on YouTube or even Spotify. Alternatively, you can create a simple drone with a looper pedal or freeze function on a reverb. This approach to practice is very versatile and will suit all level of player, but I'd always recommend beginning with note finding. Find each instance of the root note up the fretboard. If that's easy, try sourcing different intervals above the root. Thirds, fifths, and sevenths would be the go-tos here. From there are three main areas of focus for the intermediate player: arpeggios, pentatonics, and 7-note scales and the chords they contain. You could look to cover all three or go in deep with a particular visualization, but remember, the drone work need only be 10 to 15 minutes of your practice time. Whichever scale you choose, consider the different ways to play it, and as you do so, really listen to the sound of each note against the drone. This is ear training as much as it is learning the fretboard. Try some of these ideas. So try it out and be sure to let me know how you get on. If you did enjoy the lesson, please do consider subscribing to ensure you don't miss your weekly dose of guitar theory goodness. To support the channel further, you can get my ebooks and video courses in my online store, or get your lesson handouts and other bonuses as a member of my Patreon group. Practice well and you can get your first drone practice session right here.